painfully political week we've had in Zimbabwe. What a painfully political week. Last week I told you we had now entered autopilot because of elections. Not one thing moved in Zimbabwe in this last week. Like, not one thing, nothing moved except politics in this week. I mean, Nganga Dzese, I told you, that's really fully booked. You couldn't find a Nganga to do anything. But the craziest part is, I started realizing Nganga it is primary elections. You know, the primary elections actually were not able to start today and finish because Nganga dzakapawana zvekunwa zvekuti zvakasangana sangana just mshonga harakata ichazotofamba sei. This week, I don't know if you guys got to catch it. There was a panel forum with the major political parties. It was hosted by ZESNI, Zimbabwe Election Support Network. This was a preamble of the disaster that's coming ahead. For those who did not watch it, let me give you the summary, okay? Have you ever had a talent show? Talent show. Remember when you were at school? Have you ever had a talent show at school where you all had to come and you all had to do a trick to see if the crowd would laugh? So it was you did a talent show, let's see who can make the crowd laugh. Or better still, have you ever had a high school debate? Remember, Zimbabwean high school debate is very different from high school debates anywhere else. It's characterized with English words that are very unnecessarily long and paparika so. Words like oligopoly, chama chama pinduza, dabo wami, ameno. So this is what this panel was like. It had all the political parties, and they were given a task, these political parties, and I'm going to go into it just now. They were given a task to introduce themselves to us. Huh? Did anybody, if you watched it, just let us know you watched it in the comment section, if you know what I'm talking about. This panel of 5 representatives from from 5 political parties. Now, they all told us what they know. These candidates came and told us what they know. I want to tell you what these candidates do not know, okay? They told us what they know. I want to tell you what these candidates actually don't know. So, who was first? First, it was Noah Manyika. Noah Manyika was the first guy up. Noah Manyika is that candidate who is suffering from a Messiah complex. He believes Jesus Christ sent him. When Noah Manyika landed in Zimbabwe, he said, God has told me to come to Zimbabwe because it's too divided and it needs a platform where all parties can work together, and this platform is going to be called Build Zimbabwe. The problem was that no one wanted to be led by a man with soft hands. Okay? This is the big problem Noah Manyika has. Nobody wants to be led by a man with soft hands. So the platform never actually came together. If you look from MDC Alliance to the Rainbow Coalition to Party Street Kids, I mean, no one wants to be led by this guy. But he still goes around, hey, I was in America, blah, 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 blah. But Noah Manyika doesn't know 2 things. Here are the 2 things Noah Manyika doesn't know. One, Noah Manyika doesn't know that he is already a political party by saying there is too many political parties. He doesn't know problem number 2, that the very problem with Zimbabwean politics is we already have too many political parties. This is the conundrum that Noah Manyika does not know, okay? But he behaves like that guy. The guy anofamba achiri ndogona kurova stereki because nenda gym. Those guys who think they really can put up a fight. Anomora anorova until asangana nevakomana vane mangboromera. Vakomana vakura vachitinditsana nemabhinya musango. Anyway, Noah Manyika had to come and represent his party because it's so small, they don't have a spokesperson. I mean, everybody else sent a spokesperson except Noah Manyika because vanhu vanetudiki. I mean, like vanhu vanetuma this thing, tuma party to diki. Right as it is diki. Well, second, you had Linda Masarira. For the full 3 hours, this girl did not crack a smile. Okay, I like Linda. She's my friend. Linda is the spokesperson of ZANU PF. She's the spokesperson of the party that is helping ZANU PF. Let's be real, the only party that has a chance of giving ZANU PF any headache is Chamisa. But thank God for Kupe nema disnyongoro ake. Kupe atori nema disnyongoro chayo gadenge munu kana satanist. But what Linda doesn't know is, every time they open their mouth as a party, every time you open your mouth, you are actually getting ZANU PF closer to the victory. Every single time. They don't know this. That every time they open their mouth, they're actually getting ZANU PF that much closer to a win. Okay? So, it's not okay to be angry all the time. You know, when men are fighting, give the country hope. To all the women who are ever thinking of getting into politics, let me tell you this. Men are the reason why politics has become so divisive. If you decide to get into politics and woman, give us some hope. Give the country that feel-good thing. Make your case well. Make it attractive. Imagine trying kunyenga msikana anogara akangopfeka face yekubasa kana face yetragedy. Angori angry. Ungadya sadza ramborara. Sekerera Linda, vota haidibuditswe nehasha. Mavota avotera hasha kanovotera sekerera yaskana. So yeah, that was Linda. Linda was next. Rainbow Coalition is the Maimu Juru-led group. Some guy that they sent, whatever. Nobody listened to him. Nobody cares about the Rainbow Coalition, so we're not going to waste time. Simba Makoni came to represent the party, my street kids. You know, I would like to say what Simba Makoni doesn't know. But to my dada twachembera and twapera. And I feel like they know this. So there's nothing you can tell them. Like Mugabe, something Mugabe doesn't know. So there's nothing I can really say that these guys don't know. To go stubborn. Nelson Chamisa sent Douglas Monzora. Of everyone who was on the panel, Dagi can smile. Like Dagi is a highly technical guy who has great understanding of two things. Okay, Dagi understands the letter of the law. And number two, Dagi knows how to explain why they are going to lose to ZANU PF. Like, what he doesn't understand is when your whole speech is about what's wrong with ZANU PF, all you're doing is conditioning your mind and followers for a loss. When you speak, Dagi, tell the people a plan. I mean, imagine. I mean, if a guy was macking on a girl, imagine a guy winning mskana, and all you do is tell the girl, so girls don't like me because I've got bad breath, girls don't like me because other guys have money, girls don't like me because other guys have power. Are you serious? Girls, this is how you lose your shot with a girl, Dagi. But anyway, I'm watching you, Dagi. I think you smile good. It's sad that MDC is going through what it's going through. I hope at some point soon you're going to have a tete because Masaramu Senyu alingaruda kubatsirwa. The show, however, for those who watched it, it really revolved around two people. Okay, so this whole panel revolved around two people: Jealous Mawarire and Chris Muchangwa. What jealousy doesn't understand is when you are asked, "What's your plan?" Your plan can't be kumangarira vamwe vanhu. Okay? Jealousy is like Terence. Remember Terence from last week? Terence Uyogu, Terence from Norton. Jealousy is like Terence. Once one is a baby, jealousy is the guy that will lick the sex tape, okay? That's jealousy. Jealousy will go and lick the sex tape. I guess he's the coupe of ZANU PF. To all the kids watching tonight, do not be a jealousy. Jealous. The whole time jealousy was just unleashing sex tapes from ZANU PF. So don't be a jealousy, Chris Muchangwa. Chris Muchangwa. See, Chris Muchangwa does not know that there is actually something wrong with ZANU PF. Like, Chris Muchangwa has no idea that there is something fundamentally wrong with ZANU PF. You're guaranteed three things, okay? When Chris Muchangwa speaks, you're guaranteed three things. Number one, he will tell you everything that he has done for humanity. Okay? Chris Muchangwa will tell you everything he has done for the human race. Number two, he will tell you where the country is trying to go. Except in his mind, we are going there. But in Donye, that's just where we're trying to go. But number three, Chris Muchangwa will offend your intelligence. But you will laugh when he does. You know, there's those people who you get insulted and you laugh while you're being insulted. Like, that's what Chris Mutswangwa does. What he does not know, okay? What Chris Mutswangwa does not know, though. Chris Mutswangwa doesn't know. Kuti, awufana ushipira vamwe mate when you're talking. Okay? Chris Mutswangwa doesn't know that. So, shipire vanhu mate when you're talking. Anyway, but yeah, who else was at the show? What else was at the show? Yeah, Nkosana Moyo. So, Nkosana Moyo wasn't there. Nkosana Moyo was not there. Why? Why was Nkosana Moyo not on the panel? I was really concerned about this. Kuti maybe Nkosana Moyo doesn't like crowds, or Nkosana Moyo arasika, or maybe I share a combi because Nima moves I don't driver. Or maybe Nkosana Moyo akanganwa kudza kombi kuti mozo ndidzikisiro pano hango mirapo vasina zvaarikuita. But anyway, so I thought let me call Zesni and ask Zesni, why didn't you invite Nkosana Moyo? Why did you guys do that? And Zesni told me that they went to Harare Gardens where Nkosana Moyo stays, works or something. And Baranga Asipo, so they didn't know where to send the invite. So Nkosana Moyo wasn't invited because they didn't know where to send his invite. They didn't know what Argu Pirate, Argupi. Yeah, anyway, so all of this left me, yeah, watching this whole thing, man, all of this left me very worried, I have to say. It left me very worried. It's as if our country is under some type of social experiment. You know, this, to understand the social experiment our country is being put through. If you've ever watched the movie, if you haven't watched it, go and look for a movie called Old Boy, okay? Look for a movie called Old Boy. It's about a man, and this man is locked in a room for 20 years. And when he's locked in this room, he's taught certain patterns, taught good Makuseni, the api, Manerun, the api. He's given very false reality of what's happening on TV. And then when he comes out of this room after 20 years, he has a different or false or corrupted perception of the world. And it's very biased and it's very wrong. So when he comes out of this room, he normalizes the abnormal. This is what Zimbabweans do. Zimbabweans, we normalize the abnormal, okay? And this is the social experiment that's being carried out on us. And it's not this social experiment is not new. It's a very common way of breaking a human being down. If you study or watch what is happening in North Korea, that's how we're treated. If you study or watch how Hitler treated people, that's how we're being treated. I mean, we are being played in a game. So every day what they do is they frustrate us, and they want to see how much can you push the Zimbabwean people before they break. We're literally being run in a game where they want to see what will happen when you push us to the furthest. Our politics has become so polarizing. Our politics is very unforgiving. It's very divisive. And instead of uniting the country, we're adding layers of how to tear each other apart. It remains my prayer that true leadership focuses on bringing us together rather than tearing us apart. As it stands, it doesn't even matter who wins. I promise you guys. Look, we'll talk about elections when we get to elections, but it doesn't even matter who wins. We're in so much trouble because the division that is taking place is the real winner in the election. To make it worse, these politicians lie so much. I mean, politicians are having a competition to see who can sell us the best lie. And at the end, one day we're going to realize it was a lie, and when we realize it's a very frightening scenario. It's like when you date a girl or a guy, and then you open the closet one day, and it's not just skeletons in the closet. I mean, there's breathing bodies in the closet, there's tokoloshis, there's zebras, ameno, abitka panda in the wardrobe. It all comes out. This is what these politicians are setting us up for. Anyway, this is where we're headed. There is no way an election scenario ends well. No way. No way an election scenario ends well. The way the audience enjoys watching politicians fight. I mean, Mutswangwa akatuka Monzora akatuka jealousy. It's like the audience claps. It's like they're teaching us to enjoy watching a fight. We love to watch a fight. ZANU PF is going through primary elections right now. It's about fighting. We enjoy watching a fight now. They're conditioning us to love fighting. And then we think we're going anywhere, but anyway, like they say, Chikuru Kufema, right? Let's talk about ZANU PF primaries. You guys wanna, can we talk about ZANU PF primaries? Talk about ZANU PF primaries? Okay. So, there was a lot of talk about, hey, ZANU PF are criminals. ZANU PF has brought criminals into the scene. Why have they done that? How have they done that? So I finally figured it out. I finally figured out how you've got so many criminals running for office in ZANU PF. It was hard for me to get it, but I finally figured it out. Now, first, do you remember when ED freed all the prisoners? Do you remember when ED gave an amnesty to all the prisoners in Chikurubi? Do you guys remember that? If you remember that, just press the like button to let me know you remember, so that you don't think I'm making these facts up. ED freed all the prisoners at Chikurubi prison. Remember that? Right. So the prisoners or the crooks or the criminals were freed from Chikurubi, okay? And then they got an amnesty. Then ED started going around talking to you and me, so don't be corrupt. That's what ED started saying. No to corruption. Now, think of anybody you know who is corrupt, okay? They realize that what's happening here is don't be corrupt. So the only explanation I can come up with for why the convicts are running to ZANU PF is that the ZANU PF is the party that can tell others not to be corrupt when inside it, corruption. I mean, the only convicts in the whole country who are not running for office is Kereke, who is aware of rape charges, Gumbura, who actually applied for a special leave so he could come and run, and he got denied the leave. And of course, Temba Muliswa, because he runs in a different party. But those are the only criminals who are not running. Some people don't know what primary elections are. Let me help you understand what primary elections are. Remember when you were at school and you used to have interhouse? Remember interhouse? Interhouse is where you would compete to make a national team. So winning the primary puts you in the national team. Once you're in the national team, you can now go to my inter schools. So primary elections are like interhouse. That's it, yeah. I guess primary elections is like interhouse. So everybody's running because they want to make the first team of corruption in the country. Because what people don't understand is corruption never actually happens in government, okay? Corruption comes to government. Do you understand that? Corruption does not happen in government. Government cannot make itself corrupt. I hope you understand. Government cannot make itself corrupt because I don't give myself money so that I am corrupt. The private sector comes to government, offers me money, and then I am corrupt. So government don't receive corruption. And you got some of the leading criminals we all saw who are running in these primary elections. I mean, you've got this guy called Campion. I mean, what an absolute criminal. A bastard of a criminal. I mean, Campion is a guy who shouldn't be put nowhere near the public, okay? Campion should be nowhere near the public. Forget being somewhere near public office. This guy should be nowhere near the public. And then you got Glodine, who came from the UK to run in Harare Central. I personally know Agavaravanu Maria Gaipa. Mazwa Missy Glodini, Missy Glo Chichicha. But so who doesn't in ZANU PF? And then there's those my India who are but yeah, I mean, corruption is rife in ZANU PF. This is the first election since is it the first election? Let me think. Yeah, this is the first time since 2013 that ZANU PF supporters have been empowered. I mean, miromo yevana ve ZANU PF this week, guys, yange yakatsukira. Ukanona munhu anoziya ZANU PF ka autonga munhu wekuborodhewa ari munhu weHeathcliff. Tonga munhu weHeathfield. Yaro weHeathcliff. Miromo yakatsukira because there is no better time to eat in ZANU PF than during elections. If you're a ZANU PF supporter, I mean, the candidates where I stay even brought me some hufu. I wanted to bring it with me, but I forgot it in the car, and I would hate to put you guys on post. But I got to put hufu. The candidates who are campaigning in the area that I am. So it got me thinking. That so the people who were removed, remember primary elections, the people who were removed from standing in a ZANU PF primary election, it got me thinking, how corrupt can you be to be denied access to a ZANU PF primary elections? Are you kidding me? Huh? I mean, tell me guys, how corrupt can you possibly be? Could unzi warambidzwa kumira in a ZANU PF election when it is full of corruption? So I said, let me look at the people of Akarambidzwa kumira. So you've got Mbwembwe, who's the former minister of tourism. He was denied the right to participate in these elections. And I said, what could Mbwembwe have done? I mean, Mbwembwe is a qualified criminal, so why would you deny him? Mbwembwe is a qualified corruptist. I mean, Anto Kocha corruption. He's also one of these ZANU PF doctors. So why would you deny him? I mean, in ZANU PF, everyone is a doctor, right? And their wives. Why would you deny him the chance to stand? Then I got it. I said, okay, you are not allowed to contest in a ZANU PF election because the only crime so big that you are not going to be allowed into a ZANU PF primary is Wailuma wega at the expense of this new dispensation. Mbembwe's crime is Ailuma Ega at the expense of the new dispensation. So anyway, congratulations to those who are going to be doing Masadaka tomorrow. The primary elections have pretty much been put on a hold because ZANU PF is... Remember I told you we're going through a social experiment. They are conditioning us for what's really going to happen in an election. What type of an election do you say we have an election on Sunday, but you're going to vote on Monday? Help me understand that. ZANU PF said, we are having elections on Sunday, but you are going to vote on Monday. They are conditioning us for what's happening when we go to the elections. We are going to have elections on July the 31st, but you already voted on July the 30th. Because you know the frustration of going to these polling centers. I mean, I'm hearing bizarre stories. From my ballot box, my paper print, my paper Mozambique, my paper voters were Mozambique, completely outrageous things. I took time to go and see some of the primary elections as they've been going on. Of course, you guys know I live in Hatfield, so I was checking that out. Good luck to the Hatfield team. But I also went and I checked out, where did I go? Oh, I went to Goromonzi West. So, Goromonzi is really interesting, right? So, in Goromonzi West, you have a businessman who owns a lot of money, okay? And then you have another businessman who owns doves. One is a banker, one is an undertaker. So I drove there yesterday and it was so sad. Like it was like a really pitiful sight in Goromonzi West. Kwa kune mabazi eku doves angawe achitakura like my supporters Nyasha Matsika. Nyasha Matsika is the guy going out against Ozias Bute who runs a bank. So Nyasha Matsika ayani mabazi doves. And mabazi doves angasina muna rukukwira because imagine trying to go to a rally and the person who wants to take you to the rally owns Doves Morgan. So I really felt bad for him because tomorrow or whenever the results are announced, there's two types of people. Kuna squad resataka, richeta mabira, ekufara udra winner. Then we just squad richera rakapfeka boots, squad rana nyasha. Boys richera rakapfeka boots mu kitchen. But at least, you know, animal that the doves kasaka. You know, so aga nyura aga fane stress ana ngorongo takuro ena kumakuwa ungwena kumochari straight or it is ngorongo takuro na mabasa ko zogera kwarare. But yeah, that's some of the things I saw with these primary elections. But yeah, so that's ZANU PF primaries. Whatever results come in, I'll announce them because I've got someone on my feed now who's giving me real-time updates. So there's a few constituencies where the results are coming in, but as soon as they wrap up, I'm going to give them to you guys just now. Now, we all know ZANU PF is criminals, but MDC, okay? MDC are about to go to their own primary elections. And yes, MDC doesn't have criminals, okay? Now, boom, all right, MDC doesn't have criminals. But do you know what MDC has? MDC has opportunists. Vanotamba OK Grand Challenge. Just so you know, election in Zimbabwe, guys, is OK Grand Challenge where everyone is a winner. MDC, if you saw the picture when Chamisa was addressing the people from MDC who want to run for office, opportunities. Uzakamaka kusirisa sukungane mamororo dzelaiki tuma opportunity magarden boy kupinda to then so they're not like criminals but they're opportunists. Vanhu vanotamba vanhu vanofungwa kuti mbobobo ndio inowina election baba mbobobo aibuditse election hayiwini nembobobo kuti election ibude baba inoda ndarama dzekeshi election inoda kumbofamba uchiona vanhu apa manje. And I understand MDC comes from a background where of labor movements and the legal background. So, but election haiwinwe kukoti. Tokozani kuba kuti election inoinwa mukoti muchitaura nemajaji. Aye, wow. You don't win the election through strikes or through court, okay? But we'll talk about MDC elections next week when they actually come. But yeah, but as for now, this week, I mean, the news of the week is elections are the biggest employer. There is no greater employer in Zimbabwe than elections. Elections, yapa vanhu mabasa vedu wendati. ZANU PF can actually stand up. Like Psychology Mazivisa wasn't crazy. ZANU PF has created 2 million jobs. Because kuita MP ritori basa, kuvota ritori basa. So all the voters vatori basa because varupuwa salary ye sugar, salary ye upu, pana blazo kabuda chirupama $2 vaya salary ye $2. 2 million jobs, ZANU PF. Meno. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let's see the comments. What else happened this week, guys? What else happened this week? Tell me what happened. SB Moyo, SB Moyo, Anzi Bechi, Anzi SB Moyo, SB Bay, ZB, we are Blaz, Agabra announcer cool. He was in the UK this last week. He was in the UK. Now, this man is smooth. If you guys saw his interviews in the UK, this is Agara, and he's like Anika Dumbuka, but Anika manager, so I'm going to manage Dumbra some soldier, so you can see the discipline. I tell Rajiri, yes, absolutely terrific. Everything that's happening in Zimbabwe, absolutely terrific. We're about to build our economy, absolutely terrific. We are going to be bringing in observers, absolutely terrific. Like, SB Moyo is so smooth. I mean, this guy is so smooth, he actually made the British forget that this is ZANU PF they're talking to. ZANU PF, atirambike boys at ZANU PF. I mean, to prove it, you see, just to prove this philosophy right now. I mean, if you look at the number of people who are watching right now, my youth, my party, I'll call my comments, but my youth is RPF. This is though, the only show in town. Guys, SB and ED are the coolest politicians in Zimbabwe. ED is really cool at the popot. Has anybody ever seen ED shouting? ED has got nothing to shout about. And Zimbabwe is open for business. Zimbabwe is open for business. Zimbabwe is open for business. Like, his job is Zimbabwe is open for business. So yeah, what did ED do this week? What did ED do this week? You know, watching ZBC now is like watching Keeping Up with the Mnangagwas, right? I mean, because, it's the president, and you get to see the president's wife and see what they're up to. And they're doing a lot. But I'm just trying to think, what was he up to this week? He went to my post story. Yeah, he went to my post story. ED went to my post story. Just for you to know how cool ED is. This guy went to my post story. I've been involved in politics for a long time now. I have never seen a politician who goes to my post story and does not wear gemenzi. ED went to my post story and did not wear gemenzi. This guy is so cool. He went to my post story. Akatopfeka makala anotyirwa nemapostori. Uzauri kumapostori akudi kuonekwa chinhu chitema. Vanoona kuti indikaenda kumapostori so ndogona kutodiro mvura yemuteuro ndichiri kumota kuti ndakapfeka black. Kumapostori akudi munhu akapfeka zvinhu zvitema. ED went kumapostori and he was actually wearing his flag nekara reropa nekara rerima. But it's so cool. He gets kumapostori, he even leaves them the scarf. So, yeah, I mean, ED is a really cool guy. But I can't do my posture. My posture, I just see an Amazon. My posture is Joanna Masoe white. Then one of my posture, I don't pick my Christmas tree. My posture, we don't ask UK, I go for in South Africa. We don't have a red, black, and color, flag, color. So maybe ED just got confused and didn't know. But moral of the story, the coolest politicians of the week is SB Moyo and our president, Emerson Mnangagwa. What else happened? Thomas Mapfumo, we spoke about his return. But, so interestingly, Thomas Mapfumo wants his cars back. H-Metro ran a whole headline. H-Metro's headline says, Thomas Mapfumo wants his cars back, his 5 cars. Thomas Mapfumo, I know who Wakura Mdare and UK, but let me help you understand something. Tommy, your cars are now like the Toyota Rounds here in Zimbabwe. They are, your car, Mota dzako dzinototikuwadzira ma-potholes. Like, Mukanya doesn't understand that his cars will damage our potholes. Like, those cars are so old, you shouldn't want them on the road, Mukanya. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Come on, Mukanya. He had a great show yesterday, apparently, but nobody was able to watch it because the boys are not because problem show Mukanya is people. I forgot to mention it last week. People who go and watch Mukanya's show are people who are not dagwa ni cheaper. Doronunirwa kudakwa kwete unakiwa. Vanhu vekwa video yakaya last week. Vanhu vanonona kana amerula watu ana emerula bebe. But kwa Mukanya hakuna kana munhu wanantengesa emerula. Emerula yaka inenge isimboripo kana mubawa emerula. Kune vanhu vanonwa zvinhu zvinodhaka, zvinhu zvakasviba. So hanzi vanhu vanga umburuka kurara cheko chiko ichi. Mimi zvikuburuka muno mumhepo dzatemba dzakunditera. Kwakune vanhu chete hanzi vanhu by time yakauya Mukanya pastage vanhu vanga vazvambarara zvone kurara. So yeah, Mukanya, your cars, I don't know about your cars coming. Herald ran with a headline yesterday that we have now legalized mbanje farming. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the headline that mbanje ganja cannabis is now legal? Cannabis is now legal. Hold on a second. I want you to listen to the statement. Mbanje is now legal in Zimbabwe. People keep trying to tell me, oh, they legalized it in California, they legalized it in Finland or wherever else they legalized. I'm like, guys, these are countries where people are employed. They legalized mbanje in countries where people had other things to do. Understand this part of the section. Mbanje has been legalized in countries where people have other things to do. Now it's been legalized in a country where we have nothing to do. Okay? Why this is dangerous? I understand it because I guess now, when they legalized mbanje, it helps us because, when you're committing a crime, in order for it not to be a crime anymore, make it legal. Because we're going to behavior, my government official, it behavior, chamba. So I guess now it explains the behavior of a lot of our government officials because who tested this process, right? Before you launch anything to put into the market, David Parinyatwa was the man who made the announcement. You must test it. You must see what is this grade the right grade of mbanje? So I think squad rana mugabera and rakataka test a game test mbanje ready for market. So by the time now you're on to market. But my God, this mbanje is going to be so abused. Mark my words, Zimbabweans are going to abuse this thing called cannabis. Do you understand? We are a country that has bastardized everything we have touched. Anything we touch, we overdo it, we bastardize it. Let me give you examples. Zimbabwe was given treasury bills. We bastardized it. Zimbabweans were given bearers checks. We bastardized those. Zimbabweans were given our own former Zim dollar. Bastardized that baby. Zimbabweans were then given US dollar. Bastardized it until US dollar was now looking like a rand. That's Zimbabweans for you. Zimbabweans were given project Zeuku. Bastardize that. Zimbabweans were given project Zihuta. Why bastardize Zihuta? Kumbanje. I mean, this is crazy. We are going to abuse this mbanje so bad that it's just going to be so outrageous. I mean, think about it. So imagine when the farm invasion starts, right? Because we were giving you license to farm mbanje. What happens when people start invading other people's farms? Saka unangu invade minda yevanu, kunotora mbanje zevanu. Boys zangu. Mbanje. Yeah, we've legalized mbanje. I don't know. We're going to find out how that's going to work. For anybody who wants information on that, I got the DL. I know some people. I've got the supply. But think about this, right? Think about this when you think about the magic. There are people who must not be put anywhere near that mbanje. Okay? There are people who must be kept far away from this mbanje. You guys tell me some of your examples. Who do you think must be kept away from mbanje? Who do you think must be kept away from it? Who do you think I can tell you for certain that Grace Mugabe must not be given Mbanje. Like, Grace Mugabe must not be given Mbanje. Grace without Mbanje is crazy. Then you give Grace Mugabe Mbanje, guys. Tinochiona gorerino mutapota zvangu, don't give Grace Mugabe Mbanje. And don't give Nelson Chamisa Mbanje. Because Nelson Chamisa already, I mean, I like Nelson Chamisa. He's I've never shied away from saying that, but already my ideas zakanombronge mnaputa mbanje muchimpa mbanje Nelson andanga utudzakana pa mombe dzinopuwa mazita dzese dzemunyika munomu, mombe dzese dzinopera kupuwa mazita naNelson Chamisa. So don't give Nelson Chamisa mbanje, don't give Grace Mugabe mbanje. Give Thokozani Kupe mbanje, definitely. Thokozani Kuku needs to be given mbanje. Why should you give Thokozani Kupe mbanje? Because whatever she's smoking is the wrong grade. I mean, whatever this woman is smoking must be from Mozambique or something. You have got to make sure, do not give Thokozani Kupe mbanje, guys. She already can say categorically when she's sober. You give Thokozani Kupe mbanje, anotishutira mafirimu munyika muno mu boys. Don't give him mbanje. We all shouldn't be given mbanje. Oh, sorry, I'm shouting. Okay, I'm not going to shout. Acie Lumumba, don't shout. Sorry. Okay, can I make a confession? I might have gone for a little sample. I might have just tasted a little. Just a little of that high grade. And there's an American artist that runs Wizkid. Do you guys know Wizkid? Wizkid. You know Wizkid? So Wizkid wrote on his Twitter, some American artist, he wrote on his Twitter that he tasted this high grade. Guys, Hans, he tasted the high grade until he thought he was a DA. Amanaka, kurova mbanje until you start thinking uri muka emsango. Kurova mbanje until wakuona ungo uri muka emsango. Boys, don't abuse this banje. Anyway, it's coming, so that's what's happening. This week, I've been trying to get more famous on Instagram. So if you guys are on Instagram, please do follow me. I was looking through people's profiles on Instagram. Now, everyone looks very nice on Instagram. Like, everyone looks very nice. Genius is the only person on Instagram who is not lying about the life that he lives. Like, I know the guy. Like, he's not lying about the life that... Like, this guy is wildly popular on Instagram. He reminds me a lot of Robert Mugabe, right? Genius reminds me of Robert Mugabe. The two of them, Genius and Robert Mugabe, the two of them, okay? They are the only people who host big parties every year, many parties, where people get free alcohol and free food. I mean, vanita masadaka akawanda pagod. I mean, Robert Mugabe asisipo, but aititira masadaka obo and would get free food and would get free alcohol. They are so similar that their wives are the only disasters in their lives. I mean, Grace would not let Mugabe quit. Grace would not let Mugabe rest. And Zodwa, ambuya wa Genius, and you know good ambuya mukadzi. Ambuya wa Genius, she won't let Genius live his best life. Like, she just won't. She will do everything in her power so the boy does not live his best life. These guys are so similar that they are both unemployed. Genius and Mugabe are both unemployed, but they both have lots of money. Like, they both have lots of money. But don't go to vara so I do madirichi, but don't know unemployed when Maria Wanda don't know. Anyway, the point is, follow me too on Instagram, all right? I met a girl on Instagram, and I went into that was my DM. I met a girl on Instagram, and I went into a DM. Okay, don't tell my chick. Don't tell my chick. I went into a DM. Now, on her picture, she had a very nice face. This girl had a very nice face on a picture, very nice. And she had all this long hair, wanda. And you know, there's just something about mskana mete songs, and mskana mete wanda mskana. So I went into a DM and, you know, we decided we're going to link up and we'll meet. Like, people on Facebook get to meet each other a lot. People on Twitter never get to meet. People on Instagram, I think, also get. So I met this girl, and I have never been so upset. I mean, I felt so deceived by this girl. I was so deceived. Next time a girl gives you pictures of only her face, guys, ramba, kumbiro picture ye chassis. Ntumiro picture ye chassis. Because we only chassis chaka benda. As don't tumira picture the ramba ya kumana. I was so disappointed. It was deceit. Like the person I saw on Instagram simply doesn't exist. But I say that to say it started getting me thinking about the politics of this country. It started getting me thinking that there has to be consequences for every time politicians make a promise that they don't keep. If a politician tells you a lie and they don't keep to the lie, there has to be consequences. Like this girl, I told her, you're paying for this bill because I don't play that. So politicians we must make our politicians sign contracts that say if you don't do the following 10 things, like every party has 10-point plans, if you don't do one of the things on the 10-point plan, we are going to fire you as easily as you think you can fire us, because politicians be trying to fire everybody. So there has to be this contract. But this deception by this girl, like guys, like I feel women deceiving us is punishment for all the deception we've ever done to them. Like the karma to how to deal with women we have ever deceived is Instagram. Instagram is karma to men. Because we deceived women in the past, here's why Instagram. I also tried Twitter to be more famous on Twitter. But people on Twitter keep saying, Acie, you're just bitter because I don't kwana new dispensation. I'm like, first of all, you're wrong. But second of all, who isn't bitter? Who isn't bitter that Robert Mugabe stole their life? Who isn't bitter that this government doesn't have money for my purity, but it can continue to buy cars for itself? Who isn't bitter? Of course I'm bitter. But I'm not bitter because I'm ndakakwana. Boys ndakakwana. Ndiri fit. Yeah, so I've got some results that have come in now from ZANU PF elections. I've got some results that have come in from ZANU PF elections. Okay, this is good. I've got some results. We're going to go into this. Let me just wait for them to build up a bit, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, for about 9 results. Those who are, is anybody watching from the UK? If you're watching from the UK, press the like button. I want to talk to you guys about something. I need to talk to Zimbabweans in the UK about something. There is something I need to talk to Zimbabweans in the UK. Press the like button if you're watching from the UK. If you're watching from the United Kingdom, press the like button, okay? I came across a show on TV, or not on TV, on YouTube, called Zwags. If you've come across this show called Zwags, can you please click the like button? If you have seen this show called Zwags, click the like button. Zwags. I mean, you guys have to watch it. You have to watch it. I mean, if you haven't gotten a chance to catch the first episode, you must. It's incredibly produced. Like, it's high definition reality TV about 2 Zimbabwean women who are the definition of kurarama upenyu wepa TV. Zwags is the definition of kurarama upenyu wepa TV. Guys, both of these women vakaregedzeka. I mean, unoziva vanonzi vakadzi vakaregedzeka. Unoziva munhu ane hunhu hwakasununguka. Vari kupractice hunhu hwakasununguka. Ndezve chijoki hazvo, but zviri kuitwa neclass. Zviri kuitwa neclass. One of the girls, they were color and the face yake ine color imwe the color imwe pane color yane vasikana mazono inenge majuska de net 1. Wamuna ganda rane color nge majuska de net 1. One of the girls have got that color. Inenge Sazari Kenya. Remember Sazari Kenya? Ane face inenge Sazari Kenya. Okay? I don't know what happens to people when they go to the UK. And go na mazono nonzo go UK vakawanda vane ma face name like that complexion is Sazari Kenya. Huh? So uyu mukadzi uyu mukadzi she was on a date with this guy. Help me guys, for those who watched the show. She went on a date now, Damage. She went on a date now, Damage. Okay, so this guy, this lady went on a show, she went on a date with this guy called these were the guys, help me, I'm trying to remember her name. Uyu msikana anopfeka machoka. Machoka emabasa zvezvi mabhandi zvezvi uri kuona musikana akapfeka unatoziva kuti musikana aenda mabasa manyoro. Ameno ine zvimanekchoku zvinopuwa magrade anenge mabhandi ekarati kuti unongori green belt, yellow belt, black belt, anta vanga vane gold belt, vane gold belt mabasa manyoro. So anyway, that girl, I mean, really, when you watch this, you guys have to watch it to understand. I mean, the other girl, anganika baby, kake kamskana, ndo anonzi my babies, chao. Kuda vanozvara vana vane mafesa anenge vanhu vakuru. My face, I imagine mwana wagonyeti, but you know, so these guys, so this show, anonzi biscuit, anonzi cookie. So Cookie goes, she went on a date with this guy called Damage. Now, why would you ever go on a date with a guy called Damage? And she was so relaxed. I mean, kusununguka kwemunhu kusununguka kwemunhu ane visa. ndokusuruka kwake msikana. So this guy then left her because this guy thought msikana yangari msikana yomajeti. This was happening in this thing. And I just wondered, if that was a Zimbabwean guy instead of this damaged guy, the Zimbabwean guy wouldn't have left, because Zimbabwean guys are so focused. But anyway, my point is, I'm just saying there's this new thing out. You guys should try and watch it. Zimbabwean guys in the UK, you need to stop lying to women, guys. Like, I mean, the lies that Zimbabwean guys in the UK tell, you need to stop lying to women. A friend of mine came from the UK, Zimbabwean guy. He says, oh, Ndrongero Simbin, and then I called some girls over. We're chilling with girls. I mean, chai! This guy was talking to girls. I mean, I know this guy. I've grown up with him. Ku UK ana mota. Okay? Ku UK ana mota. Zimbabwe ana mota. But I tell you, have you ever seen those Nigerian meme films? Literally, when this guy was Aitaka Tauraga, Jesus! I'm like, Chai! Otorokoto! Otoroabricata! Akitaura mbisa chinyemera bebiga. Guys, you don't have to lie to women. Women know in the first 30 seconds if they're going to hook up with you or not. You don't have to lie to them. Stop lying to women like this. I mean, you guys in the UK, take it easy. Stop asking for women. You guys need to ask for prayer. Okay, results, where are we? Oh gosh, and our time to finish is also about to get it, so we've got about 6 minutes. Okay, so let me talk about all the other stuff before we get into the results. I understand Kotko Rugby Festival, for those of you who remember Kotko. Kotko Rugby Festival is coming up this week, outside of New Year's Eve. Kotko is the only other event in Zimbabwe which is responsible for so many virginities. Kotko, and for those of you who ever remember Kotko and New Year's Eve is responsible for so many young girls' virginities. The only thing I want to ask, and it's important I do this on the show, the only thing I want to ask is please use protection. Please use protection. Those older guys who are going to prey on little girls, itayonyasha. Imimi vanao vaskana tarisema face vakumana vacho. And I'm convinced just by looking at someone, you can tell uyagambenda ujeru. You can tell uyumuruma gambenda ujeru. Or uyu over age. So please, girls, practice decency. Guys, do not take advantage of these young girls. Bill Cosby, after 30 years plus, was caught for his crimes. Maybe the fate of every man who has taken advantage of women, every politician, every man who has taken advantage of women at the workplace, may your day also come like Bill Cosby, because I cannot stand men who harass women. My baby, so I hope one day the women rise up against sexual harassment and it becomes punishable in this country too. However, sexual harassment in Zimbabwe needs to be really defined, because in Zimbabwe there's sexual innuendo in everything we do. I mean, you know what we are. We have these innuendos in everything we do. We need to really categorically say what is sexual harassment. Otherwise, I'm telling you, I mean, we would bastardize sexual harassment too. So we would need to be very clear. But good on him. I mean, and Temba, your day is coming too. You know, people keep thinking, why do I keep attacking Temba? It's not that I keep attacking Temba. I know Temba. I know what he did to little boys when he was a rugby coach. I know what he did to little girls when he was in high school sport. I know Temba well. And when the day is right, I'll come and speak to him. I mean, you saw the video that went viral today. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I mean, they got this white man who's in hospital, a British national in Ireland, who is literally on his deathbed talking about Temba, literally took this man's company and wanted to rape, Temba wanted to rape this man's wife, and he's talking about it on video. It's on my profile. Go and check it out when we're done. So I really hope you get to meet with your day. Guys, we're running out of time and I really want to get into the results, but may I submit to every Zimbabwean watching tonight? Can I be serious for a second? May I submit this to you? We have made so many errors that have ripped this country apart. And I'm terrified to even think about our future right now, but may the generation of women, since I'm talking about women, may the generation of women leaders rise and get the chance to do the right things that we've done wrong so much. I mean, may there be a generation of women that start stepping up and getting into politics and trying to fix this mess. I mean, ED has an opportunity and he knows it. In 1980, this country had to figure out how to coexist with its former enemies, which was the Rhodesians or the British. We have gotten to a point where we're now butchering each other for a country which will be worthless once whoever wins, wins. The victory is worthless because we're only breaking ourselves apart more. So I really hope that we find a way to work together in the political space. That's my big thing that I want to leave with you tonight. But I cannot end, of course, without dealing with the categories I introduced last week. So we have the politicians of the week. This week it's ED and SB Moyo for their trip in London. We have the jackass of the week, the loser of the week, of course, is still Temba. Temba remains the loser of the week. I really encourage you guys to watch this video by Paul Westwood on my timeline and see just the atrocities that have been committed. Next week, we are looking forward to teachers want to go on strike. They are planning on going to strike. Listen, teachers, don't do it, okay? My teacher in Zimbabwe who are planning on going to strike, you saw what the nurses did. Do not do it, okay? We're going to see a lot of ZANU PF protests. So my teacher, if they protest, ZANU PF will be protesting. There's going to be Mbanje abuse next week. If you want to know who Mbanje abuse, just look on your timeline. Your Facebook timeline will tell you all of the people who are abusing Mbanje because of their behavior. But yeah, so the ZANU PF results are coming in. They're almost all concluded, at least for this Harare. So it looks like a lot of Harare has been done. But I think to avoid going beyond our time, we can actually just do the primary election results. Okay, so let's do this about the results. Let's let all the results come in. And then when all the results have come in, I'll do a show announcing all of the results. That's better, right? So that I don't take too much of your data. Because I don't like the fact that Arguya and Mamacho are verify. So let's have all the data come in and then we do that. Guys, I really thank you for watching this show. I really appreciate you for watching this show. I'm so grateful. I'm so indebted. Thank you for taking your time out to spend your evenings with me on the Lumumba Files. I got to say hi to some people who I can clearly see here. Minetani shared the video. Thank you so much. Situle Chuma said the video. Thank you so much. Jacob Shamyarira shared the video. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. See, there's that bottom left button that you guys are pressing to share. I am very grateful for it, and thank you. Ruramai, as always, is here. Who else we got? British is here. Will Sweeney is here. Thank you, guys. It's been emotional. I want you to have a good night. We need to figure out how to get this country moving forward. We shall overcome. Good night, everybody.